I guess it
Yeah,
was.
having reflector mages getting instant speed like faced against you, it's just like that's very tilting.
Well, you're not wrong. So, all right. So,
Oh,
Sulphur Falls. Sulphur Falls is the check land
Yep.
of the enemy cycle. So, John, what do we got? That is a masterpiece Aether Vial that he's played there off of Botanical Sanctum.
Yep.
So,
For those of you who do not know John, he prides himself a lot on foiling out his decks. So he has like every single foil Japanese Merfolk, and all his Aether Vials are masterpiece.
that Cavern of Souls right there is probably like $500.
Yeah.
So, it is a foil Japanese Avacyn Restored. Cavern of Souls. So, all right. So, here's the Branch Walker. We are probably all familiar with this card nowadays. Merfolk Branch Walker explored. It's going to make it a 3/2. He's going to leave the.
Oh, don't forget you get a
Atlantis on
counter,
top.
John. Oh, he forgot his counter.
I don't think he forgot his.
Yeah, there was a Lord Atlantis on top.
No, maybe he's just getting dice.
John?
He didn't forget it. This would be an uncharacteristic mistake.
Yeah, John usually doesn't make these mistakes, so I'm definitely going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens.
See, there you go. Cool.
This is pretty uncharacteristic. So, but just in case you are unfamiliar with Merfolk Branchwalker, we'll just pull that one up for you right now. Yeah, pretty unassuming card. Silver Gills 5/8, like you said.
Yeah, and Keenan has a Rayman in his hand right now. It's not looking good at all.
Yeah, right. Cavern of Souls, originally printed because there was a problem with it in Standard. The counter spells were too good, so you would like name Angels, Thragtusk, and whatnot. So, but here it is. We're casting. This remand is so terrible right now. Actually, with an Aether Vial and a Cavern of Souls in play, it's crazy. So.
Yeah. And this Regery is really important too, because you can do a lot of untap the Vial, just file in your entire Lords. It's just like, Keenan has to kill this Regery really quickly, or else John's going to have like 6 Merfolk.
I agree. So let's see what happens here. So Regery has hit play. He's just doing a little bit of math quick. Keenan giving it a quick read.
Can you even read it? It's in Japanese.
Well, you don't know that he doesn't speak Japanese.
Yeah, you know he doesn't speak Japanese.
Well, that's good because you can still read it.
Oh, so he's choosing the Helix the Branch Walker instead, which is interesting.
So I think this is with the creature on the stack, so no effects here. Even if we wild in this Lord of Atlantis, nothing would happen. Regery's going to connect. Merfolk Master, you came just in time to watch some blue-green Merfolk versus Jeskai Kiki.
So Keenan has one part of the combo for sure. Resto, maybe Keenan's recognizing that probably the only way he's going to win this game is the combo, because he knows Merfolk has very little interaction with the combo. So he might just try to rush towards that.
When Harbinger of Tides was printed, Twin was actually a deck. Like, it was actually quite prevalent at the time, and that was one way that Merfolk was then able to combat that combo, right? It was very simple too, right? Like, you can flash it in with 4 mana off of a Cavern of Souls, right? So it's just like uncounterable combo is dealt with kind of thing. You can do it with Aether Vial. You know, there's just a ton of ways. So I wonder if we'll see the, what's it called?
Yeah, Harbinger.
Yeah, like the old interactions of old, So this is a bit of a different Jeskai matchup. You know, like Keenan's looking to play a Resto Angel at the end of turn here. So just kidding. We're opting.
He's got a click, so I imagine
Oh, that's a Serum Visions. I apologize. Yeah.
What is that land to the far left of John? Is that an
expedition? It's just a breeding pool.
Yeah, just expedition.
So we're activating.
Cool.
This hand is so funny. I actually think this hand is so funny. Just the redundancy in it is crazy. So what happened here? Keenan actually made a really heads-up play. John activated the Vial. Keenan then Vendilion Cliqued, and if he didn't have any targets, there's a world where it fizzles. That's not going to be the case here. So he gets the draw. And then we're still going to put in a 2-drop. There's the Water Trap Weaver. Remember how we had a hard time pronouncing that card because we could never remember the name, but I think we're it's even cached here. Well, we'll pull up Water Trap Weaver for you guys just in case you are unfamiliar with this card. So it's a little bit different.
There you go.
Yeah.
So but very good heads up play with Keenan on the stack using the click.
It looks like we're just going to be hard casting this thing.
Yeah, and Regery's going to do a lot of damage.
So, okay, just watch this turn. You want to keep an eye on what's going to happen because this turn is going to get out of hand really quick.
Yeah. Is John playing Affinity now?
So we put in a Silver Gill into play with this Aether Vial.
Yeah.
And, okay, I guess I say this assuming that John draws some Merfolk, some gas. So Water Trap Weaver. We got some triggers here. Untap. Tap your guy.
Swinging for 6 or 5, just 5.
That's 5. All right, it didn't get that on a hand. But if John had another Merfolk like a Lord here, he can actually violate again. So
Keenan can at least manage the board state now. And a neat trick that Keenan can do now is actually resto the click. And if he wants to do a block like that. And he also gets to look at John's hand again. So
yeah,
we'll see if Keenan wants to go.
We're hoping for no Lord. I do see a Lightning Bolt available to us here. So
Keenan's actually well prepared to combat this board state.
And he did attack here, so we're at 17.
So Keenan doesn't opt to resto and draw step. So he's trying to he's going to ambush John with this because what Keenan has leverage right now. John doesn't know exactly what kind of Jeskai he's playing. He can just assume he's just playing pure Jeskai control. So a resto could be a huge surprise for John right now. We could play this Curse Catcher. He definitely has a Curse Catcher in hand now.
So what Curse Catcher lets you do is it's actually going to be able to tap down one of Keenan's resources, one of his lands. So I don't know if it's I'm going to give him any more decision making, but we'll see what happens here. Uncounterable, tap here something. All right, so what are we? I think he yeah.
So Rejury trigger on the stack.
Not sure what he's targeting right now. I feel like he actually pointed to his Cavern of Souls. This would lead me to believe that he has a Harbinger of the Tide, so he doesn't die. But don't quote me on that. So that's Keenan's mana. He's got Kiki mana. He's got Resto mana. He's got kind of got everything he needs. He's got a Lightning Bolt in hand. So it looks like we're responding to the trigger here.
So Keenan's just indicating that he's going to bolt the Rejury on the stack.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to get his mana disrupted with casting this resto. I think he's really on this resto plan. And John doesn't know that Keenan's on Jeskai Kiki right now, so he has that to his advantage.
I think he's starting to figure it out, though.
And important to note right now, John doesn't have Island Walk at all right now, so if he does not know that Keenan's on Jeskai Kiki, he can get ambushed really hard right now. Ooh. Is this a got him?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, this might be. Yeah, so I was talking to Keenan, and Keenan just loved playing decks with a bunch of ETB triggers, especially with Resto, just because you could just get infinite value, especially with Snap. But John does have the Harbinger, so he'll be disrupting that play. But Keenan at least still gets to ambush something.
Yep. So only got to take 4. Not exactly what we were hoping for.
Yep.
If you're a fan of Nikachu, you're not the biggest fan of what just happened there.
Oh, we're going to rip it? Oh, no.
So Cryptic Command is good here because it's going to allow Keenan to tap down John's team.
It's going to buy some time.
And we know that he has a Vendilion Quake in his hand, right?
Yep.
Yeah, because of this Harbinger of the Tide. So let's see what happens here.
So Keenan has at least a couple of turns because of this Cryptic, so it'll be nice. But if John has... Oh, Spell Pierce is currently not relevant, so scratch that.
Spell Pierce, yeah.
And at the moment right now, yeah.
So
Keenan has the full 6 mana.
So this is kind of one of the downsides of Spell Pierce, right? The later the game goes on, the worse it is, as mana becomes more plentiful. But all right, Merfolk tapped.
No Kiki. Kiki?
You're really excited about this Kiki, aren't you?
Infinite combo, man. We haven't seen it in a while.
You're not wrong. Water Trap Weaver. You're going to tap down this Restoration Angel, and we still have this card pulled up, so here, why don't we just quickly show it off if you're unfamiliar with it. A newer addition from Ixalan. So not too many cards from the rival set making it here. In fact, none. John has opted to not play any Merfolk Mistbinder, so no Lords. Other options available to him. No Kumena Speaker, no Kumena himself. Right, so, it'd be cool if he actually, you know what, I wish he was playing a Kumena.
Yeah, the Mythic Kumena, that'd be sweet. Yeah,
wouldn't that be sweet? Yeah. Chat, how sick is Kumena? Look at it, oh my god, if we just put him into play right now, kablam. We're not attacking, we're putting counters on. That's probably not what you want to be doing, but it'd be really sweet.
You could draw 2 cards a turn. It would be sick too.
Oh my god.
So much infinite value.
Alright, Lord of Atlantis, what are the chances this thing doesn't die? Like 0?
Yeah. No mana leak or remand, so...
No Kumena Speaker, powerful Mega. He has opted to play the Curse Catchers instead. And he's not playing it in conjunction.
Yeah, but it is confirmed. Powerful Omega. John is not playing Kumana Speaker's deck, and I'll make sure to ask John why during the intermission.
Yeah, Max, I'm pretty sure Kumena's terrible, but I'm just saying it'd be really sweet right now. So, all right, let's see what we got here. So this is an attack for 2, 3, 5, 7, 9 damage here. Almost lethal. So we got this Vendilion Clique. We knew that this one was coming.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Keenan cliquing himself.
Yeah.
We see a Snapcaster Mage. That'll be good for next turn. And what are we blocking? I imagine it's the Harbinger of the Tides here,
Yep.
right? Yeah. So just the best creature.
So he's
So
going to be
we-
taking 7.
Yeah, got
Down to
himself to 4.
Yep.
It's crazy how quickly Merfolk turns the corner, right?
Okay, top deck. Top deck. Top deck.
So
Oh, that's still a good draw, especially with the Snapcaster.
the path.
So let's see whether or not Keenan actually knows that John plays Spell Pierce. John did win our last 1.5k, so he is a known entity throughout the Winnipeg community too. So I believe Keenan's pretty well aware that John main deck Spell Pierce.
Yeah. I'm curious how this turn's going to play out, actually.
Yeah.
I think this is a really interesting turn because Keenan has set up a number of blockers. With the Snapcaster, he's got 2 removal spells available to him, so...
And there's like a bunch of these nuances too. Not only is there Spell Pierce available, there's Curse Catcher available, so you have to be very careful with the way you
absolutely.
manage your mana.
And we just talked about it, right? There's a Spell Pierce
Yeah.
in hand, so end of turn, we're going to vial in this Harbinger of the Tides. So Keenan just going into the tank, debating on whether he should deal with some of these threats before John gets an extra card, maybe draws an extra Spell Pierce or something, so...
Yeah, I think you definitely want to pull the trigger at least on the upkeep just to avoid any more shenanigans from John.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're untapping. Okay, so Keenan's gonna let him draw.
I think I see an island, but don't
Yep.
quote me on that.
Keenan might also be trying to leverage ambush value from Snapcaster as well.
All right, so we need 2 of these guys. One of them can't be Curse Catcher to connect.
Yep.
What are the chances?
Oh, and very important to note, Keenan only has 1 white source, so he's probably going to just have to use Bolt with Snap as well.
All right, Snapcaster Mage. Cast Lightning Bolt.
Yep.
Goodbye, 1 thing. All right.
So Keenan is now thinking if he wants to fire off this path or not. Oh, there's the path. Now, does John want to Spell Pierce Curse Catcher? No, he does not.
No, it kind of does the same thing,
Yep.
right? But I think there's a world where I guess they both just die anyways,
Yep.
though.
And this is a great sequence from Keenan if John doesn't have anything.
And it doesn't look like he does at
Yep.
the moment, so
just
he's
take
just trying to
one.
draw some collected
Yeah.
companies here. That's what he's going to need to do. So he's going to go down to 3. Snapcaster Mage is dead. Get that off the board. Keenan Brown. Yep. Gives it a little point, and then we're going to try to draw some collected companies here, Kevin, because frankly, we need it.
Yep.
So,
Oh! Just win the game. That's that easy.
chat, if you're a fan of Nikachu.
Oh. See, I wasn't anticipating it this time. This is a lot better.
Do we have...
Do we have Harbinger? Oh, he has it.
my
So
God.
lucky. So lucky.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That was actually the dirtiest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. Hey, John's
Oh
still under
my
the gun,
God.
though. He has to draw something. Does he have... Oh, Lord wins it. Oh, did he draw Lord?
I don't know what he draw.
Are you
He-
good at
he
this
put
game,
it down
John?
too quick.
John's not the one to slow roll, so I think...
Maybe it's another Harbinger.
Yeah.
Holy, come on. One good draw deserves another. Come on. Come on.
Yeah. So it's for sure not a Lord because he would just win the game right away. Even if Keenan had a path, you just sack the Curse Catcher and the Harbinger still deals 3.
Well, that's your opinion.
Yeah. Wow. What do we have now, John? He's trying to bluff.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
another Harbinger of the Tides.
Slam it down again, Keenan. Don't hesitate. No.
He's
no,
scared.
No mercy.
He's scared.
Just-
John's top 8 at a
Yeah.
GP.
Yeah.
He's a Pro Tour competitor.
Yeah.
He's got his own YouTube channel. All right. No
Ke-
fear.
Yeah, Keenan doesn't care about all that. Infinite. Oh,
All
we
right,
got him.
all right,
Got
all right,
him.
You got us. All right. You got us.
Yeah.
You got us. So, Keenan Brown squeaks that one out.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was even a squeak. That
No.
Harbinger of the Tides was quite timely.
Yep.
So,
And we didn't actually really mention it all that game, but John had a lot of lands. He had 8 lands on the battlefield.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty classic, John.
Yeah.
Like, so we're gonna update that game store too. But John going down, and you know what? I'll be honest. This blocky sideboard of his, or what do we? Okay, so we can kind of probably figure it out. So we got 4 things that we're taking out here.
Yeah.
Relics, Gutshot, Ceremonious Rejection ain't coming in.
No.
Gutshot ain't coming in.
No. Maybe
4 Relica Progenitus. You like Relica Progenitus in this matchup? Chat, you guys watch his channel more. Does he like bringing in Relica Progenitus in this matchup?
So what's actually interesting to note, the version that Keenan's playing actually matters quite a bit of side-ended Relic, because if you're playing the Search for Azcanta pure Jeskai control version, you rely on your graveyard a lot. Keenan only really needs Snap for his graveyard, so Relic is a lot more underwhelming against Keenan, so he might not side in as many copies as he would typically against a typical Jeskai control deck. I imagine X amount of negates, but you never want to get negate flooded. A lot of people are just like, oh, counter magic is very good against control side and all my counter magic, but you also have to keep in mind you have to have creatures to kill your opponent.
Yes, you do.
So I think John's actually only going to max side in 2 negates. I don't think he wants to over sideboard against Keenan, unless there's like something very dead in John's deck, which doesn't look like the case. No, he definitely just wants to side in 2 max. For Keenan's sideboard, which is really relevant as well. Keenan has 1 Search for Azcanta, 1 Wear Tear, 1 Celestial Purge, 1 Engineer Explosives, 1 Anger Gods, 1 Supreme Verdict, 1 Torrential Gearhulk, 2 Dispel, 2 Disdain Postal, 2 Relics, and 2 Pia and Cure Nalar. So for sure the Anger, for sure the Engineer Explosives, for sure the Supreme Verdict. Keenan's actually a huge fan of Pia and Cure Nalar. You might side that in. That's actually not a bad sideboard option just because it can help stall the board state. It has resto value. So you can definitely side that in as well. So I imagine about 5 of those cards are going to side in, and he's probably going to side in all his counter magic out. So he might even just choose to side in something like Search for Azcanta, because it does something as opposed to Remand.
Yeah, the Remand just, it was in his opening hand, and it ended in his hand. Yeah. You know what? That's not true. He even clicked it away, I think.
No, he clicked his mana leak away.
Oh, okay, yeah, but similar thing, right? So hopefully we get to see some Collected Company action. I really like that card. It's a card that I think could have broken that game wide open. It didn't, unfortunately, but so that's how it is, you know. I'm curious to see how this game's going to play out now.
Yeah, Postboard definitely has a huge change on this match now.
Absolutely, you know, just the presence of a Supreme Verdict is terrifying for creature decks, right? Especially John's, you know, which relies on counter spells, you know, like these curse catchers, negates, so forth. So he does, again, it is nice that he's playing an Aether Vial Collected Company deck, because that's going to allow him to kind of play around it, right? Like, use sorcery speed, kill all my stuff. Well, I can probably come back into the game, but always the game was close, I think, considering how I think Keenan had a really good hand, and the game was still close, so.
So I want to know your opinion on this. Andre Strasky, you know Andre Strasky is. Yeah, very good Magic player, has like 3 PT top 8s.
Yeah, he's good.
Known to play Merfolk as well, but he actually recently made a tweet that said, Merfolk is dead now, play humans. Humans is just strictly better than Merfolk. What do you think about that?
He's probably not wrong.
Yeah. He's not he's not completely wrong about that.
Yeah.
Maybe if everybody was the John Zaczak pilot again, with Merfolk, he might differ his opinion, but humans is just a very flexible and powerful deck.
Yeah, he's unfortunately not wrong, and I don't think he says it in like
distasteful way.
Right, but just like I saw a 12-12 champion of the parish this morning when I was watching the stream, like, what? You know, and it has the same vulnerability. It has some of the same vulnerabilities, but some of the like the ups on some of these humans cards are like just so crazy. So whether it is or not, John, that's not going to sway John. And to be honest, Kevin, I have a hunch. Okay, my hunch. You can call me out on this. When we go back to Dominaria, that's where Lord of Atlantis is. Actually, I don't even know if that's where Lord of Atlantis is. But there's Merfolk and Dominaria. There's going to be Merfolk. Deck might get something, so you never know. But there's also good humans on every plane, so you never know.
So that means buy all your Merfolk on FusionGamingOnline.com?
Wow, what a shout-out. But I guess while our players are... what a plug. While our players are shuffling, I guess we'll get that out of the way. Thank you to FusionGamingOnline.com for hosting this event. 76 players in our store. Easily the biggest Modern event we've ever had. Modern's incredibly popular, so... and thank you to the manabase.com for allowing us to host this event. So make sure you check them out. Tons of articles. Even John Zaczak, Nika Joe himself, actually posts on there all the time. So just stay tuned.
Fortunately, John has mulled to 5 this game, so he's playing pretty behind at the moment.
Keeps
Oh, did he? Oh, he kept a no land hand. Oh no,
I
John.
see. Isn't that a land?
No, he just passed right away. He just passed.
Well, that's not where you want to be, but
Land. Please, let's play a game of Magic. That was an island. No, that was not an island. Oh, John, no. Oh, looks like Keenan actually kept a one land hand too, but he was able to find it with the opt. No, John.
it's okay. We got 7 now. We unmulled
Yep.
ourselves.
Yeah. Man, hopefully Keenan just gets stuck on 2 lands for John. Even though Keenan's my best friend, I want to see a good game of Magic, you know?
You won't. You're so excited right now. Don't hide it.
No,
Don't hide your bias.
Okay, maybe a little bit.
You can
but
accept
yeah.
it. It's okay.
Well, we don't want to turn away the Nikichi viewers, though, so
We're not turning anyone
Yeah.
away. This is 2018. Oh my god.
No.
3 lands. to
John!
none.
Island! Oh.
Wow, you can't click away
Yeah.
lands.
Wow, he drew a mutable, too.
Wow.
Oh, no!
It doesn't matter because it's going to hit an
Yeah.
island. Watch this. This is genius. This is
Oh.
actually exactly what...
Yeah.
What's it called? This is what we needed here. You guys, this is where legends are made.
Yeah,
Are
island.
you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay, watch this hand. We're going to get an island or another Aether Vial because we're, like, godly.
Yeah.
And then we're going to draw another island.
That's so funny how that worked out. He draws beautiful. He's like, at least I'll be 8th round hand. No, just kidding. It didn't click.
Oh, Magic Man 657. Don't worry, it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. We're only 3 turns behind, and it's going to showcase why this is the best deck of all time. Oh, God, I'm so excited for this Vendilion Clique draw.
Yeah.
It's just tough. Cam's baby boy, it's
It's
just tough to multi-4.
Yeah.
So, oh, is that an island? Oh, God, I
No,
hope it's an
It
island.
was not.
You don't know that.
It was not.
You
I
didn't
saw,
see it.
I
No,
saw
you
a
didn't.
creature.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
It's not an island. It's, so...
Maybe Keenan is nice enough to give John that island. It's a nice island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Oh,
only.
Keenan's so selfish,
Keenan's
just playing
bad
his own
guy.
island. Yeah, you definitely can't fault John for keeping that 5. It had spells to cast, and you're going down to 4, right?
Yeah, it's just tough to
Yeah.
multi-4, right?
Yeah. Especially
So,
on the
but
play as well.
just remember, you know what? Like, this happens to the best players.
Oh, we got an island.
We're playing
Yeah, it
Well,
might
we're
be-
playing Magic.
Yeah, it might be 5 turns too late, but we got an island.
We're playing Magic.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We're sacking a land. We're going to 16. Can't be excited about that. Is that a foil Japanese Blue Delta? It's totally not. Oh, my God.
How much would that thing be? $600?
Yeah, I don't know, like $1,000
Like,
bucks.
your condo? Like-
yeah, like...
You know what's funny? It's a quick story. John spilt coffee on his deck like 3 times, but you know what's really good? He had perfect fits on.
And it was double-sleeved.
Yeah, make sure you
Literally no damage to
Yeah.
any of the cards.
perfect fit your cards, guys, but don't
Yeah.
buy the side loading perfect fits because coffee spills still go in the
Yeah.
sleeves.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
digress. Yeah.
Silver Gill Adept, here we go.
Oh, okay,
That
we
is
got
still
another-
not a land.
yeah.
We but well, Keen just had it all this game, you know.
Yeah, so lucky playing his land drops on time.
Yeah. How dare he?
Is he a resto in hand? No, he doesn't. Okay. Well, Keenan, just let him play some Magic at least.
Well, he is.
Yeah.
He's letting him play spells. 3, 5, 7. That's John going to 9, and what would this have to be?
There's no way he comes back from this game.
I'm trying to think
I'm
of like
sorry.
combinations of cards in Magic.
Yeah.
Ancestral Recall, Mox Pearl Bounce.
Maybe if John's brother actually tackles Keenan, and then we create this huge commotion.
There is a world where
Yeah.
that happens.
Yeah.
So, I'm a bit of a fanboy. You know what? He's a good guy. I really like him. So, Kevin's best friends with Keenan. John's a good guy. So, I'm a bit of a fanboy.
I'm gonna mitigate
can I
the
say?
fanboy. Go Keenan.
Oh, that's all right.
It looks like he drew a
And I think the
fetch
game's
list.
over. Yeah, I think the game's over.
Yeah.
All but done at this point. It's gotta feel so bad fetching, right? Like when you're under pressure like that, and then in a deck where you normally play islands,
Yeah.
right? So
It's Fusion Gaming is located in Canada, Winnipeg, Manitoba specifically,
Yeah.
and it's frozen. It's cold here.
yeah, just for those
Yeah.
of our American viewers, if you were in Minneapolis and you drove about 7 hours
Yeah.
straight north, you'd hit our city. So
Yeah.
it's
We're-
across the border.
We're actually like a few times of the year colder than the North Pole. This is not exaggerating. It happens.
Yeah, no kidding. Harbinger of the Tides. Well, we're trying to put up a fight. I think he's still dead here, though, right? We go to 5. We connect for 2. Yeah, we're just dead on the board here, unfortunately. So, Lightning Helix. This is going upstairs. And I think that's all gonna
Yeah, if
be.
he's burn his
That's gonna
hand,
be
he
the
can
game.
pitch a Thopter with Pianalar. Oh, he has
Yeah.
Path. Just has
Right.
it all.
Yeah, Path just ends the game
Yeah.
on the spot. So
Yeah.
this game is effectively over. Just waiting for the due diligence here.
Yeah. Keenan drew so well this game.
Yeah. No, that's okay. Like he did
Yeah.
draw good.
Yeah.
John, he kept
No,
5.
yeah.
I think he kept the 5 no lander, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, he's not going to win on 4. Like,
Yeah.
what does your 4 even need to be, right? Like, Cavern of Souls, land, Silvergill, Silvergill.
Yeah,
So.
exactly.
You ever lost in a multi-4?
Have I ever won a multi-4, you mean?
Like,